Welcome back to Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I'm your host, Guru. In the last chapter, we tried to go grocery shopping and failed. We collected a nice souvenir knife, but really, what we really need is that we need to rob the French guy, Alain Trottier. We need to rob him blind, but we've come all the way to Algeria to do that. Huh? That makes no sense. But by the end of this chapter, it will make perfect sense. So, let's continue our shopping trip.
It says, drink Elliot's rosewater in Arabic.
I've never understood that. Elliot, not exactly your typical Arab name. Although I do like rosewater. It is quite tasty. Anyway, bunch of crockeries and pots. Looks like a big crock of, I can't say that on television.
It all looks pretty
You
worthless.
said it, Indy.
Funny. Looks like that ghost we saw in your study.
That ghost was Nurab Sal.
Aha! If it's Nurab Sal, I'll take it.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you, Effendi?
How much for the mask?
You can take the worthless thing. It's scaring away my best customers.
In that case, thanks, Effendi. We'll deal more with this guy later. For now, we'll go ahead and accomplish our mission. Whatever. We're back to Monte Carlo.
You find Trottier and I'll do the rest.
Oui, madame. Let's see. Look for Trottier. He didn't even change clothes.
Just a moment, monsieur. Well, hello again, Dr. Jones. How can I help you? Madame Sophia wants another seance. Well, she's a charming woman. So, I'll do it. Please, lead the way.
Okay. This is the more typical way to do it.
Have a seat, Monsieur Trottier.
Like I said, the previous time I wanted to show you a less typical way.
Is he here?
So, anyway, the more typical way is to have Sophia distract him while we go to work. So,
Keep him busy. I'm going to try something.
All right then. Give me a minute while I set him up.
sure thing, Sophia. Whatever you say.
Thank you for giving me another opportunity, monsieur. Do you still have the key?
Yes, here it is.
All right.
Blah, 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 blah.
First, go through the sheets here.
I think I'm getting something.
What do we have in the cabinet?
It's a flashlight.
Flashlights. Those are things you use in the dark, but it's too light right now.
Let's move on.
It's the main power switch for the room.
Haha.
The lights. What happened to the lights?
Ooh.
I think Nurab Sal is trying to signal us.
Let's see here. Put the mask on. Ooh.
Oh, I feel the presence of Nurab Sal approaching
Either
us.
that or Indy.
Ooh. Aye.
Ah, you Freddy.
Well
Cut.
done, Indy.
Looks like we have one of the 3 stones. Let's hope we can find a way to use it.
I'm sure we can.
I'll bet Trottier got it from Algeria. Those two do a lot of business together. Let's head for North Africa and find out if I'm right.
Fine. I'll hail a cab while you get changed.
But first, here's a little hidden something something.
Neat. Woof woof.
Indy?
It's Jumbo, king of the circus.
What do you think you're doing?
And here's Nurab Sal.
Stop that this instant.
Actually, Nurab
Sorry.
Sal is really...
Now get out there and hail a cab.
Okay.
That Nurab Sal shadow puppet? It's really Max from Sam and Max, another great game. I should do a Let's Play of that too.
I better put the flashlight back. I'd better put the sheet back.
We can leave her in the dark. She looks better that way anyway. Alright. What about?
Wait for me!
Alright, no more Monte Carlo. Now that we've come equipped with an Atlantean sunstone, I think we can accomplish what we need.
It's a stone disc with solar images carved into it. Excuse me again.
Yes?
Do you ever deal in antiquities from Atlantis?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Many a fool dreams of the Lost Kingdom. How may I know your intentions are serious?
I've got a PhD. Will that do?
You have quite a sense of humor, I see.
As a PhD student, I can back up Al-Jabbar here.
Excuse me again.
Yes?
Are you Mr. Omar Al-Jabbar?
I am but a humble shopkeeper. My name is unimportant.
I'm really interested in Atlantis.
And I really need some reason to take you seriously.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
For example, it is said that 3 stone discs were needed to open the gates of Atlantis. Show me one of those if you can.
There you go.
Here it is. Take a look.
Ah, a sunstone, if I'm not mistaken. And the most stupendous find. Dr. Jones.
How do you know who I am?
Yeah, how?
My dear Miss Hapgood, when you're Omar Al-Jabbar, you know these
Aha.
things.
Then you are Al-Jabbar.
Yes, a lowly dealer in oddities and trinkets at your service.
Lowly is right.
Let's get down to business, shall we? What do you know about Atlantis?
Yes, tell us.
Well, somewhere deep in the Atlas Mountains, there's an archaeological dig site. I'm convinced it contains the remains of an Atlantean outpost.
What makes you so sure it's Atlantean?
From time to time, scoundrels appear in my shop to trade pieces they stole there. The designs are unmistakable.
Whose dig is it?
Europeans, Germans, I believe.
Where is it exactly?
I'm not exactly sure. I've learned enough to make a rough map, but it's very rough. The problem is the desert is no place for a civilized man like myself.
Oh dear.
We'll go.
We will?
I admire your courage, but you'll never survive the desert. Give up while you still have your lives ahead of you.
We'll never give up.
Well then, let it be as God wills it. Come, I'll lend you my map. And a couple of sturdy camels.
As God wills it. Allah be praised. We're going into the desert. Anyway, this is just a little bit of a boring cutscene. There they go, into the desert, blah, 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 blah. And then a few minutes later, here comes Omar Al-Jabbar. And he's gone. In the meantime, you could watch the knife thrower. He's quite amusing. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, wait. What happened? That wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to find something. Friggin'.
You've returned alive. Tell me, how was your trip?
Okay, except our camels died a mile out of town.
A terrible shame. Those were my last 2 camels. Perhaps I can make amends in some small way. Do you still have that mask I gave you?
Yeah, I've got it right here. Why do you ask?
I'd like to trade you for it.
What will you give me?
That depends. Do you have anything in mind?
Make an offer.
Well, how about this baseball? It's been autographed by your country's Lou Gehrig.
And there is a purpose to trading this thing away, so let's do it.
I'll take it.
You've made a good exchange, Effendi.
The only problem is we don't know what we need. But we'll soon find out.
Hey, this hasn't been signed by Lou Gehrig. It's some guy named Ron Gilbert.
That's an Easter egg. Ron Gilbert was one of the lead programmers for Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Yes.
I'd like to make another squab offer.
I'm listening.
So what can we trade? We can... Here.
I'll give you my Atlantean sunstone for a squab.
What do you take me for, offering me some worthless hunk of rock?
Okay. You don't want rock? It's a good rock, though.
I've got another offer.
Make it.
I'll trade you this autographed baseball for a squab.
Sorry, Effendi, I never accept gifts for myself. And certainly not in this color.
That wasn't helpful.
Hold the squab. I'll be back later.
But this is the game. We have to trade with him. And we have to figure out what he wants. And when he says no, he gives you a hint. But there was no good hint. So we just have to trade for something else.
Excuse me again.
Yes?
Can I trade my baseball for something else?
Do you have anything in mind?
Make an offer.
Well, how about this voodoo doll? It was carved from trees in the Black Forest.
I'll take it.
You've made a good exchange, Effendi.
There's a...
It's got spit all over it. What a swindle.
Disgusting. Maybe he'll take it anyway.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'd like to make another squab offer.
I'm listening.
I'll give you this cute voodoo doll for a squab.
I'm sorry, Effendi, but that trade is out of the question.
Hold the squab. I'll be back later.
Usually he gives you hints when he says no, but we've had 2 incidents of no hints, so... just have to go by trial and error.
Excuse me again.
Yes?
Can I trade my voodoo doll for something else?
Do you have anything in mind?
Make an offer.
Well, how about this little red wagon? It once belonged to Rudyard Kipling.
I'll take it.
You've made a good exchange, Effendi.
What I've always wondered is how he can fit all that stuff in his pockets. You notice he doesn't go through the base of his shop to get things.
Gee, it's only got 3 wheels.
What a swindle.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'd like to make another squab offer.
I'm listening.
I'll give you this little red wagon for a squab.
I'm sorry, Effendi, but that trade is out of the question.
Hold the squab. I'll be back later.
Wow. I've played this game many, many times, and I've never seen the grocer that unhelpful. Usually he gives you some sort of hint as to what he's thinking.
Excuse me again.
Yes?
Can I trade my wagon for something else?
Do you have anything in mind?
Make an offer.
Well, how about this yellow yo-yo? It was hand-painted by an Arabian princess.
I'll take it.
You've made a good exchange, Effendi.
Wow. This is like... This is ridiculous.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'd like to make another squab offer.
Give me a hint this time.
I'm listening.
Will you give me a squab for this brand new yo-yo?
I'm sorry, Effendi, but I cannot make that trade. Even though yellow is my favorite color.
Hold the squab. I'll be back later.
There we go. That's what I was talking about. There's one hint. We need to trade for yellow items. So...
Excuse me again.
Yes?
Can I trade my yo-yo for something else?
Do you have anything in mind?
I don't know, something yellow maybe.
Anything else?
Make an offer.
Well, how about this antique brass spittoon? With it a man may spit like a camel in the privacy of his own home.
I'll take it.
You've made a good exchange, Effendi.
Ugh, this thing's been used recently.
Oh, disgusting.
What a swindle.
Disgusting, Indy. I don't know why you tolerate this guy.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'd like to make another squab offer.
I'm listening.
How about a squab for this antique brass spittoon?
My grandfather will love this gift. And it's so color coordinated. Here, have a squab.
Thank you.
Hooray! Like I said, he's usually not that unhelpful. You usually get a hint fairly early on. Anyway, we've about run out of time, so I will pause it and save it here and invite you to join us next time on Let's Play Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.